Hello folks, welcome to this edition of the Fire Marshal's Corner. I'm your host, Richard Blankenship. And that's right, this is Memorial Day weekend. Big things are happening. The swimming pools will be open and the kids will have a good time. But remember, not only because it's Memorial Day weekend, we want to have a safe and happy summer. Today we're here at the Laurel swimming pool. We're going to talk with Danny Miller, who works for Park and Recs, and give us some pointers on what we should do here and not do here. Running, don't run, eat or don't eat, just anything in general, he's going to let you know about it. Well, Danny, welcome to my show. Seems like every year at this time you come out and give me your little spiel on safety of the swimming pools, which we need to do, because sometimes kids don't understand and then sometimes the adults don't understand. But before we get started, one thing I want to say to you is congratulations on receiving your pen for the 10 years of service that you've done with the city.
Oh, thank you.
And I just want to shake your hand on that. And we did celebrate employees program this year, recognizing our employees that went out of the way to do things or a little bit more than they're expected to do, and wish all them people who receive awards congratulations on the awards that they received. Dana, I know, like I said, we talk about this every year. It's Memorial Day weekend. When does the pools open?
May 25th is the first day, Saturday, before Memorial Day, that we will open at noon till 8 p.m. and we'll be full service, full to go. Welcome to the community. Come here, have a lot of fun. There's different ways you can come in and pay. You can purchase a full season pass, a 1 month pass, or you pay a daily admission fee. Different rates for resident and non-resident.
Now, we have two pools in the city. We have this one and the Greenview Drive pool. Now, they all same time that they open?
Yes.
Okay.
So both pools follow the same hours. The hours during the week until school lets out on June 14th will be opening at 4 p.m. and closing at 8 p.m. during the week. On the weekends, it's still the same, of noon to 8.
Okay. I noticed we have 3 different pools here. What's the difference in the 3?
We have this is what we call the main pool here. It's the main swimming pool. It goes to 4 feet deep. There's a slide feature. This pool gets a lot of use from all ages. This over here, Rich, is what we call the lap well, where adults can come. Adults or kids that can pass the swim test can come here and swim laps, not interfering with general use in the main pool. So they can swim their laps peacefully. And up here we have the diving well, which is 13 feet deep.
Wow.
You have a diving board and the large slide feature, which adults can go up there. We just ask adults, know your swimming ability and know the depth of waters that you're jumping into. It's 13 feet deep of water, and kids can pass a swim test here, and that will get them access to the lap pool and the diving well. The swim test is a 50-meter swim, which is in the lap pool, is up and back, non-stop, continuous. They can't grab the coping stone.
Oh, okay.
And then after they do their swim, they have to do a minute of treading water without.
Now, did they get some kind of ban or anything so that you would know if they walked up there, I can see something saying, I know they're okay, I don't have to check everybody that comes through the gate?
Yes, they'll get an orange wristband that they'll get with their name on it. And after they pass the swim test, bring that to the pool every time. And you'll be able to use the dive well lap pool.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize for that. I know you said something earlier. They have an hour that they use just for adult swims. Is that any pool they want to get in? They just, no kids will be in there?
Adult swim is 45 minutes, from 45 minutes at the hour to the top of the hour. All the kids are cleared out of all the pools. It's industry standard to clear the pools once an hour. It's basically safety. Kids have been swimming. they're getting tired. It gets them a chance to get out of the pool, take a break, and relax.
Now, one of the other questions I wanted to, I know you, how many lifeguards do you have here when this pool's open?
We have 5, 6 will be the minimum you'll see here, because we have 2 lifeguards in the main pool, 1 lifeguard guarding the lap well, 1 lifeguard guarding the dive well, and then 1 guard at the wade pool, which is over there, which some people call the baby pool. We call it the wade pool. So that will be the minimum, but you'll probably see about 8.
Now, what kind of training do the lifeguards have to be able to work here?
All the lifeguards have to pass the Red Cross certification for lifeguard in water rescue.
Oh, okay. Now I noticed that you got some new backboards this year. You were showing me earlier in the room in there. So how many of them did you get?
We got new backboards through the emergency service grant for each facility. I got 1 for Main Street and 1 for Greenview Drive Pool Complex.
Oh, that's good. And you talked a little bit about the prices. So they stayed about the same as last year?
Yes, all the prices stayed the same. There was no increase or decrease.
And I noticed from last year when we talked, you were saying that the lifeguards, they use a whistle for different things, like 1, 2, and 3. How many times they blow it if something goes on? Can you explain that again?
Yes, the we're on a 3-whistle system, which when you hear a lifeguard blow 1 single blast of the whistle, they're trying to get someone's attention in the pool or out on the deck. 2 whistles, 2 quick blasts of the whistle is a lifeguard needing assistance from the aquatic supervisor. 3 continuous blasts of the whistle means a lifeguard is performing a rescue in the water, and they're alerting the other guards and the managers on duty that they are out of their chair helping a patient.
Now, I know you said that they had to be approved by the Red Cross to be able to be a lifeguard. Does that include a first aid class and maybe CPR and AED stuff?
Yes.
So they had to have all that?
All that.
Now, how many AEDs do you have here?
We have 2 AEDs at each pool, 1 for child and 1 for adult.
Adult, okay. All right. You got anything else you want to explain? I noticed you have I've seen before, a little life preserver for children. You want to explain that a little bit, what that is?
Yeah. What we have here, all the flotation devices, when your child comes to the pool or if you need it, are U.S. Coast Guard certified. That's the only type of flotation device allowed in the pools, are U.S. Coast Guard certified flotation devices, which means the water wings that some parents use and the noodles, the floating noodles and stuff, we don't allow in any of our pools for safety reasons. They're not proper equipment for being in the pool. And if your child does have a life preserver, the parent has to be in the pool with them within arm's reach of the child.
Okay. Well, Danny, before I let you go, I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule. I know you're a busy man. Anything else you'd like to say that maybe I forgot to ask you?
No.
You think it's a concern?
Just know your water depths, your swimming ability, and listen to the lifeguards when they're giving instruction to not run. Don't run. Actually, most injuries at an aquatic facility don't happen in the pool. They happen on the deck when someone's running or something.
Okay. Well, Danny, thanks again. I appreciate your time, sir. That was some good information. And you heard it right from the man's mouth. Pay attention when you come here. We want everybody to have a good, safe time when you're at the pool. No injuries not allowed here. We don't recommend it. We don't want it. We don't tolerate it. So if they blow the whistle at you and tell you slow down, put it on a slow roll like walk. All right. Thank you. Okay, folks, that was some good information from Danny Miller about pool safety. So please pay attention when you come to the pools this year. Like I said, we don't want nobody hurt. Just a couple other things I want to bring just to your attention. Again, it's that time of the year. And people who work for the city, especially code enforcement, we take pride in the city. And one of the problems we have a lot of times this time of year is the grass getting extremely high. I know sometimes we have rain, you can't cut it today because it rained yesterday. But once that grass gets taller than 8 inches, we're going to write it up and issue a citation to get the grass cut. So please, if you receive them on your doors, if you can't cut it that weekend for some reason, at least call the number that's on the bottom of the paper, whoever wrote the correction order, and talk to them and work it out. The other thing is when you're cutting grass or you're outside, it's that time of the year with the heat. You got heat-related emergencies. You know, keep yourself hydrated before you go outside. Drink lots of water before you go outside. Wear loose-fitting clothing and light clothing because you want to do that, but make sure you stay hydrated. It's very important. I know in the fire service, we used to make sure we would drink almost 32 ounces of water every day just to keep hydrated just in case something went on. This heat can take it out of you. And heat-related emergencies come in 3 different forms. You know, the first one being like heat cramps. If you've been outside working, cutting grass, or just doing some yard work, your muscles are going to tighten up. You're going to sweat a little bit, and you're going to feel some pain. That's just letting your body's going to tell you, just like it does all the time, when you don't feel good, it tells you when you don't feel good. Heat-related emergencies are the same thing. If you're getting dehydrated, your muscles are going to start cramping up, and you're going to know it. And the treatment for that is cool the body down. Go inside, get in the shade, or get inside where it's cool, and bring that heat down. Rest. Just sit back for a little bit. Say, I'm going to cut the grass for 10 minutes, come back, 10 more minutes. Might take you a little longer, but you know, don't push yourself. Listen to what your body's telling you. If it's telling you it ain't right, listen to it. Hydration is very important. The other thing is you can stretch the muscles. If you have muscle pain, you kind of stretch a little bit, work them out a little bit. They're not being worked. They're just being to get the heat on them. Heat exhaustion, you're going to have muscle cramps, dizziness, mild confusion, pale skin, and extremely thirsty. Those are all signs that you need to pay attention when you're out there. If you come in the house, man, I got to drink a couple glasses of water because that means you're getting overhydrated there. So I'm sorry, dehydrated. So you want to make sure you drink plenty of water. Keep them fluids going. And the last one is heat stroke. That's the worst one you can get. That means people have been outside for a long time. Sometimes you have people that work outside for a living, don't pay attention to what's going on. They're just used to it and they keep working. That, when you get heat stroke, that is an emergency situation. That means we need to cool that body down. I mean, that temperature could be up to 105. You're going to be confused. You're going to have breathing issues. You could have seizures. Anytime you see anybody like that, make sure you call 911 and get medical attention on the way. But pay attention to what your body's telling you. If it's too hot, it's telling you it's too hot, take a break, relax. The other thing I want to talk about, and I'll talk about this every show, is smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Them things work. They do save lives. Please, make sure you check them monthly. Back in the early 70s, I can remember in the city of Laurel, we had 7 fire deaths in 1 month. At that time, there was no such thing as a smoke alarm. That was, you know, all them years, we started pushing to get smoke alarms. And as of today, they're getting better. We're getting to where we don't have to change the battery every month or every 6 months. You just check it once a month, the battery's good for 10 years. Just remember that. If you want to invest in something in your home, because later on you might want to move and sell it and make some profit off of it, there's one thing you can do. That's put a residential sprinkler in your house. Sprinklers do one thing. They control the fire. They buy time. And time buys life. It's going to give you time to get out, because what happens when they have a fire and you don't have a residential sprinkler, they get what they call a flashover. It means everything in the room gets to a temperature, it lights the whole room off, and that's not where you want to be. And the whole thing for the smoke alarms is early detection. So we want to make sure we get out. Today, I want to dedicate this show to Danny Miller's mom, Mary. She was a real nice lady. I only met her a couple times. But Danny's a good kid. His mom was a great lady. And Mrs. Miller, please rest in peace, and we'll be thinking about you. So folks, I hope you learned some stuff today. Keep in mind, safety is very important in our life every day, no matter what we're doing. Always think about your surroundings and what you're doing. But again, like this time, it's summertime. We have a tremendous amount of heat-related emergencies around this area in this county. Please listen to what your body's telling you. It's giving you a warning before something happens. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Fire Marshal's Corner.